Ludicrous Feed is proudly sponsored by MyCar Tyre and Auto, Carloop, data to empower Australia's EV revolution, and Hankook, driving emotion. Hey everyone, Tom from Ludicrous Feed here. Thanks so much for joining us. Just a quick update this morning to let you know that my BYD Seal Premium from 2023 has swum away. It's sold, signed, sealed, delivered. It's gone. It's fled. And yeah, this is how I did it. So I'm going to give you the full history of the sale process and what I did, and the depreciation as well on the car. So bear with me, let's go through it today. So first of all, why did I sell the BYD Seal? So again, I bought it in 2023. In fact, I think it was actually the first lot that was sold in Australia. One of the first Seals in Australia. October 2023 build, I believe. I took delivery in December 2023. It's been a great car, nothing wrong with the vehicle at all. It's been a great drive, really enjoyed it. Done plenty of videos on it, so check out all that content on my channel. So I didn't sell because there was a problem with the car. I sold because of a change in circumstance. For those of you who follow my channel will know that I am selling this car. Well, I sold this car because I am getting a lot of press cars to review, which has been great. The channel's been growing, so pretty much every week has been a different press car. So to the point where the Seal has been sitting in my garage neglected. And instead of depreciating away, not being driven, I figured, look, let's just sell it. That way someone else can enjoy it as well. I was able to loan it to a friend for a few weeks as well this year, which has been great. So that's been useful. But yeah, apart from sitting in the garage, it's not been doing much. It's been sitting in almost as new condition at 10,000 kilometers on the odometer. And that was one of the selling points, right? So 10,000 kilometers for an 18-month-old vehicle. And yeah, check out that video as well as to why I sold it and all the accessories that was included with the vehicle. But so I used car sales to sell this vehicle. $269 was the listing price. I went for the bare basic vanilla version. And these are some of the photos that I used in the ad. You can see there. I took 15 shots of the vehicle, inside, outside, all around the vehicle, and I also added a short edited clip of my YouTube video, which I posted about the car as well in the car sales listing. And also shout out to Roscoe from Amazing EV who helped me out to place that ad also on his platform, and he also placed a free listing on Facebook Marketplace as well. So thank you, Roscoe, for your help. And the performance of this ad was amazing because of all the promotion I did on my own channel and all the live streams I did talking about the car. So to give you some idea of the performance of this ad, had 11,731 search results. 784 views, 71 saves, and 8 inquiries, according to car sales. So yeah, look, it's great to see all those stats and metric, but of course it just takes one buyer, right? So a lot of interest, but I guess a lot of viewers probably just saved it just to see how it went. By comparison, the Tesla Model Y, which I also sold with no fanfare, I didn't talk about it on the channel at all, 881 results, 84 views, and 6 saves. So that just goes to show the value of, I guess, talking about it on a channel like ours. But again, all it takes is one buy. So it doesn't matter how many views you get, it's just about the conversion, obviously. So yeah, thanks again to all the viewers who actually follow the journey as well. So this is the history of the sale process. So on the 9th of June, 2025, listing at $49,500. So this kind of went against my usual advice of how to sell a car, which is basically look at the market price or look at the valuation price. So look at Redbook, for example, which is an independent valuation service. So that was much lower than the price I listed it at. Why did I do this? Well, first of all, because I didn't really have a timeline. There was no rush to sell this car, right? I didn't need a second car to buy or anything. I didn't have a car already there. In fact, it was just sitting there. So I had time. I thought I'd just see what happens if I actually play with the price a little bit. So I looked at the listings already in Sydney for the BYD Seal Premium in my odometer range, and there wasn't a lot of stock at the time. In fact, there was probably 2 other cars and 1 ex-dealer vehicle. And the only competition I had was a vehicle that was $50,000. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to undercut that by just a little bit and see how I went. And yeah, obviously not too much interest. Clearly, it's not about the stock and what's there for vehicles as opposed to houses, right? Houses tend to just follow the market and the stock. It's about the valuation of the car because I guess cars are a depreciating asset. So you kind of have to look at not so much the market price, but the valuation price of the car to some extent. I guess if the Seal didn't have an update, like because now the Seal, there's a 2025 Seal, which is a new version. So obviously my 2023 Seal is going to devalue, right? Just the way, the nature of the game. So I listed that car for about 3 weeks, just looking at my timeline now. Not much interest, probably 2 or 3 sort of lowball offers. One person was sort of semi-serious, but couldn't get to see the car early enough. They were sort of out of town a bit. A couple of not so serious offers, so you can kind of tell when people aren't too serious. So yeah, so interesting experiment to show you that, yeah, it's not so much the market price, it's the valuation price that's more important. So 3 weeks later, I decided, you know what, I better not leave this too long because more stock's going to come on the market. My pricing's going to get undercut eventually, right? And it'll depreciate further. So I dropped the price on the 30th of June, 3 weeks after the initial listing, to $47,000. So that was more realistic. And I had a reserve price in mind, so that's important. So my reserve price was $45,000. It's kind of always been $45,000. I just had time to play with it, obviously. On the very same night, got a message from the eventual buyer. This person came to inspect the car 3 days later, put a deposit on the spot. He liked it so much. I put my ad on hold, and then 2 weeks later, the finance cleared. So he needed finance to buy the vehicle, which is fine. I've done this before with previous cars, so I knew the process. You kind of have to go through the whole thing about getting photos for the financier, signing a stat deck, all those kind of things. That's fine. I could have done it sooner, but I was on holidays, as you know, on the channel. I was in the Gold Coast with the family, so I could have probably settled like a week earlier. But anyway, 2 weeks after the first deposit was paid, the new owner took delivery of the car. Congratulations, you know who you are. Hope you're enjoying your vehicle. And I got my money. So $45,000 was exactly what I got. That was my reserve price. So yes, in a roundabout way, I could have probably put that price at the very beginning if I was in a rush, because I know to get a good sale, you just need a good price. And that's probably the most important thing. But I figured I had time. I would just play around with the price a little bit. See, kind of an experiment for you guys as well. If you're looking to sell your car, this is the process. And this is what happens when you play around with the price rather than just going straight to the price you want. And look, I don't mind. I enjoy the negotiation. I enjoy talking to people about the price and the car as well. So that's fine. I didn't have a problem with that at all. So in comparison with my Model Y, which basically sold in 24 hours, in terms of the deal, this Seal took, 4 weeks pretty much. Yeah, almost 6 weeks, really. 6 weeks to the end from the listing process, listing time to my money in my bank account. Could have been sooner if I wasn't on holiday. In fact, it could have been sooner had I just put the price I wanted. It could have been 24 hours as well. See, it was the 30th of June, I dropped the price to $47,000. I got a message from the eventual buyer on the very same day. So if I didn't play those kind of pricing games, then yes, I could have probably sold the Seal at the same time frame as the Model Y without going through all this. But in some ways, it was kind of a good experiment and a lesson for me, and I guess for you, the viewer, to know that it's all about the price and to some degree good photos as well. So yeah, it's been fun. So let's go through some of the depreciation now towards the end of this video. So I bought the car in 2023. I dug up my old invoice. Driveway price of $59,931, and that's with a stamp duty relief, and that's a 25% depreciation on the car. Now, I didn't claim the $3,000 rebate at the time because I'd already claimed it on a previous car in that same year. So you can't claim the rebate twice for an individual in New South Wales. There's no more rebates now in New South Wales, by the way. So had I claimed that rebate, the depreciation would have been less, a lot less, probably closer to 20%, which is what it is now if you compare the price to the current driveway price of the Seal at $55,993. So 25% depreciation on my driveway price in 2023. So 20% depreciation on a 2025 car. I figure that's not too bad, considering most people say you lose 20% in the first year of a vehicle and then 10% thereafter. That's kind of like the ballpark anecdotal figure for depreciation. So there you go. That's my sale process of the BYD Seal. Why did I take so long? Again, like I said, I had time on my hands to play around with the pricing and experiment a little bit. Whereas the Model Y, there was a bit of urgency because we were taking delivery of Joy's media loan of the Xpeng G6. It was school holidays, so she wasn't driving her car as much, whereas I couldn't really sell the Model Y during school term time. She's very busy, and so am I with driving the kids around and our work and so on. So school holidays, a bit more time. So Model Y, I had to sort of get the sale done quickly. So 24-hour sale. Whereas Seal took a bit longer. Could have been quicker, but yeah, it was kind of good to see how the process played out from my point of view. Anyway, that's the BYD Seal. Signed, sealed, delivered. New owner. Congratulations once again. Hope you're enjoying it. And to other Seal owners out there, hope you're enjoying your car as well. Keep me posted of how you're going with your Seal on the comments section below and in the live streams forthcoming, ongoing, and we shall see you at the next Ludicrous Feed video. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Tom. It's happy charging.